one there. One there. Must be a dawn raid. What have I done? That's funny. Oh, this is interesting. It's the ice poles. Polar ice. Ice poles. See, what you don't know is this, right? Yeah, the earth is flat. Yeah. What holds the water in? We're in a crater. We're actually in a crater. And outside the crater, beyond the ice poles, the polar ice, which surrounds us, is the greater Earth. And we're just a little crater in the greater. And the moon is a reflection of that. So when you look up in the sky and you see the moon, right, what you're actually seeing is a reflection of greater Earth. And if you want to look on the moon map and find a little crater called Sulpicus Gallus M for mother, then that's where we are. Yeah? That's where we are. Didn't I blow your mind this time? Didn't I? Oh. Hello, Fluffy. Yeah, so that's why they're called the polar ice, because they actually protect us from things coming in from the greater Earth, like giants and Godzillas and King Kongs. I jest you not. Because like, if you look up the Tunguska event, Tunguska, right? Tunguska event. Now don't forget that the only place that everywhere is united in protecting is the Antarctic Treaty, which is all the kind of superpowers of the world come together, joined force against the forces from the outer space. The outer space being like the garden of this house, or this. Oh, there's 3 now. 1, 2, 3. Dawn raid. This is so interesting. So, where was I? Yeah. So they all came together to protect us from the big creatures outside. Now, there was this horse and rider from the greater Earth, and they were massive. I mean, they were titan size. Like, this horse and this rider was so massive. Anyway, they got in via the North Pole, and they had to blow them up before anyone saw them. Now this is the Tunguska event, Tunguska. Look it up. Now, what I found at Tunguska was I found the horse and the rider. I found them there, clear as anything. It's so obvious it's a horse and rider. come on, hurry up and arrest someone. This is exciting. So, yeah, you can go and find them yourself. And, you know, this event happened in 1908, the Tunguska event, and of course they had to blow up this giant horse and person. And their blood is still there, their blood is still flowing into the rivers and that there. It's quite incredible, really. Have they got policemen in that bus as well? Is this a big bust? Is this a big dawn raid? Someone's in for a shock. So anyway, where was I? Tunguska. Yeah. I did have a page with it, but bloody Facebook took it down. I don't know if I'll be able to get it back. I doubt it, because it's too controversial. It's all this information I'm giving you now is top secret, classified information. Yes, they do go to space, but it's not up in the sky like you think. It's to the space outside this crater. You got to try to imagine an enormous Earth. I mean, it's enormous. And the Milky Way, the Via Lactea, is an ocean. And it's massive. I mean, that is one big. I mean, it's like 1,000 times the size of our little crater, the Via Lactea. Yeah, maybe more. That's just a guesstimate. So what else? It's interesting, isn't it, Mashy? Mashy Moo. What are they doing? So, yeah, Via Lactea, the Milky Way. And also, what you see in the sky is also a reflection of the greater Earth and all its suns and moons and what have you, because there's lots of little biospheres. And you know, the Galactic Federation, lactic as in milk, because the biggest water area is the Via Lactea. So the Galactic Federation it's a real thing. You think Star Wars is made up? I'm telling you, Star Wars is not made up. Aliens are real. And they all live on this enormous, like, so big. Right. In the Bible, it said it took them 40 years to walk out of the wilderness. Well, I think you could walk around this world in 40 years, but when you think about it, I think they either walked from Saturn or from Mars, because Saturn and Mars are also craters on the greater Earth. They're two other separate biospheres with they've got similar well, we all breathe the same air really, but I don't know. This I need to do more investigation on. It's a bit difficult without the information. But having said that, when I think of reports that I've heard that I've thought that are a bit weird, like there was an American GI who said he'd been living on Mars for 4 years. So that makes you think, doesn't it? Because like you think, oh, the guy's off his trolley, but he's not. But they do need fast vehicles to get around the greater Earth, hence the anti-gravitational vehicles that like achieve speeds of 1,000 or 2,000 miles per hour. Oh, look at this lot going to work, bless them. Oh, and they have to wear a mask all day in the heat. Bastards. Not them. You know who. So. Yeah, so really, once you get outside the crater, there are fascinating things going on. I would dare say that there probably are dinosaurs out there. I mean, I don't think that dinosaurs may not even be extinct. They may be outside in the greater Earth, but obviously you can't have them in here, can you? And the giant creatures that you see in mud fossils, like the giant elephants and the giant people, the colossus, they all probably still live outside on the greater Earth because it's so enormous. I mean, it is so big that there's room for everyone. That also gets me back to the two giants that make up our Earth. You know, the Adam and Eve, or if you want to call them the Papatuanuku and Ranganui, or Hermes and Aphrodite, hermaphrodites. They are so big. I mean, her head is the whole of South America, and his head is the whole of Northern Europe. No? Yeah. So, believe me or don't believe me, up to you. I know it's fact. Because if it wasn't fact, why have they deleted my Facebook and decimated my page by doing so? Now, why would they try to hide the truth? Anyway, I'm going to keep banging on and trying to spread the word that, you know, this global warming business, that's a load of tripe and onions. And you'll need to wake up to the greater Earth and the Galactic Federation and Ashtar Command. You know, they are, I think they're going to come and help us. I really do, because Satan is ruling this earth and has done for a long time now. And but he's losing his battle, and it's a biblical prophecy. But he's not going without a fight, and that's what all this rubbish is that's going on right now. It's all what the rubbish is that's going on right now. So there's my thoughts for the morning. It's my coffee time. It's so beautiful here, it really is. No. God, dear, look. They got this building surrounded. So, it's obviously someone in here, isn't it? Hey. If you want to find out what happens next, you're going to have to message me, because I will sit here and watch, but I'm not going to video it all. I might get in trouble. Don't know. See, I don't know why they've got those outfits on, because it's mainly desert around here. I should have desert outfits on. Excuse me, sorry. Anyway. Yeah, so do check out my other videos on YouTube. Gaia Girl, Pachamama, Biogeology, 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 because absolutely everything is organic. It was either a person, a creature, or a plant, and it all turned to stone. Yeah, do look at Tunguska. Oh yeah, well, the other thing I was going to say is that I really think that Hiroshima and Nagasaki were actually creatures that got in, and they just made up the story of, you know, having to finish the war, finish Japan. But I mean, when you look up the word, if you look up the word Godzilla, you know, it basically, I think it meant giant monkey. Don't quote me on that. That's just off the top of my head without looking it up. But I remember thinking, wow, you know, I think maybe a giant monkey and a giant lizard got in. Yeah, like a King Kong. But I don't think he was. I think he was probably a bit bigger than they portray. The one sort of hanging off the top of the Empire State Building. I think it was actually a bit bigger than that. And then they have to nuke them. They've always had that firepower. On the Tunguska event, they actually tell you how many tons of ammo they use. They actually quote it, you know. They quote the amount of ammo used to destroy that creature. I mean, they say that the event was equivalent to X amount of ammunition exploding. But what they're really saying is that's how much ammunition it took to take out those giants. What else? Yeah, back to Nagasaki and Hiroshima. So you think about it, you want to hide this from the world. You don't want people to know that there's these enormous, colossal, titanic giants and creatures that occasionally get in here. So when you nuke them, you make sure that you nuke them and everyone within the vicinity who may have seen them. Think about it. Because you don't want them talking, do you? Oh, I saw this enormous, great big giant. If you want to get a kind of an idea of the scale, of the size, you need to look at Goya's giant, Goya, the artist Goya. I think I'm 99.99999999999 recurring % sure that Goya's giant was factual. And if you see him compared to the size of Istanbul, and is he standing by Istanbul? Can't remember now. If he is, and he's standing in the Bosphorus, and he's standing in the Bosphorus, and he's up to his knees, or just above his knees in the Bosphorus. reached, he must have been a couple of miles high, tall. Yeah, 2 miles tall, maybe 3 miles tall. No, that's crazy, isn't it? Anyway, like and subscribe, please. I haven't got enough subscriptions to do much, really. So, be really helpful if you subscribe. Thank you very much. You know, I want to put a PayPal thing up, but I don't like accepting charity. Don't. I'd rather eat biscuits and noodles. So we'll see. We'll see. It might help if I had a new laptop. So yeah, it's. Sorry about this. I'm going to have to end this video, and I know, because if you're as nosy as me, I know you want to know what's going to happen, because like, it's going to be very exciting in a minute, I'm sure. Oh well. If anything really exciting happens, I'll post it. God bless you all. Love and light. Peace. Prayers. Just chill out and keep praying. Satan's going. Satan is going. Satan's on the way out. Santa. Bye-bye, Santa.